Hello, Gigglers, and welcome back to another episode of Giggles and Glutes. Zoe and I have covered a whole bunch of episodes over the past couple of weeks, and we thought that it was time for us to do a catch up, a long overdue catch up. But this is not the type of catch up where we are just going to be talking about random things about our life. We thought that maybe it would be nice to get a little bit deep and kind of just connect with you guys on a different level so that we can understand where we are mentally and just all the shifts that has been happening in our lives over the past couple of months. And so we are happy to have you here and we hope that you enjoy this episode. So there's been something that I've been noticing a lot on social media recently. I feel like there's been a massive shift in not just what people are sharing, but also how they are showing up for themselves and showing up for others as well. And so I feel like just as a reflection, you have obviously also, you and I both have changed our relationship with ourselves as well. And I just am interested to know, how do you think that you have done that over the last year coming into this year?
Oh, this is such a weird, hard question. But I think in the last year, for me, showing up for myself was making time for myself
Mhm.
because you get so lost in like the everyday task that you have to complete. Take your daughter to school, pick your daughter up, prepare lunches. Like it's like, and then it becomes that you are just living from day to day. You're not really
Mhm.
doing anything that takes you out of that moment and that allows you to just be. And so
Yeah.
showing up for myself was really making it a priority to go to the gym,
Mhm.
making it a priority to spend that time with myself. Like before, I would push that to the side because if something came up, then that was the first thing to go. But
Yeah.
it has really changed for me in the last year, and that's really brought me so much peace. So yeah, I can only imagine how much it works for you as well.
Yeah. Yes. I think that this is also like something that this is the thing that like everybody's been changing so much, but at the same time, it's all been the same shift, if that makes sense. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know if that makes sense. Like, I think a
yeah,
lot of people are decide because even me as well, like from last year to this year, I think even just going into 2025, I felt a lot of pressure going into 2025. There was a lot of grinding, a lot of what's your plan, a lot of,
yeah,
questions that I needed to answer. And I think that it was the case for a lot of us in 2025. And
yeah,
so coming into 2026, I feel like we've just started the year a little bit gentler, a little bit kinder to ourselves in where can we slow down? Where can we
yeah,
remove the things that make too much noise and the things that just cause too much chaos? So I
yeah,
think that that's also just been something that I have made an effort to do as well, is to just slow down and be present, I suppose,
yeah.
because yeah.
And how would you say that your relationship with yourself has changed over the past year?
I think definitely being gentler to myself. I realized like for majority of my life, I was the sergeant, like I was telling myself, go, this is not enough. This is not good enough. You can do better. You can achieve
Yeah,
more, go for gold. I was constantly telling myself that. And I think this year I took a step back and I was like, who am I trying to prove wrong?
yeah.
Like myself, yes, but why? Why am I wanting to prove to myself so badly that I can do this and that I'm not a quitter and that I can achieve all of these things, blah blah blah. And I
It's the
think
curse of the
taking
colored child, Donna.
that's actually
It's
very true.
it's the curse of the colored child or
It,
the
it-
native child or the minority child,
yeah.
It's like the need to want to prove to the rest of the world that always
Mm.
been telling you that you're not going to achieve what you want to achieve because you
Yeah.
have way more barriers in front of you. And you're so used to being in survival mode because you need to constantly work to get to the next point so that you can get to the next point so that you can get to
Mm.
the next point. So you're constantly feeling like, I haven't proved myself yet. I haven't proved myself yet. And
Yeah.
it's just, yeah,
Yeah, but I also think that like it's a blessing and a curse for us
yeah,
because I think that if we use it the right way and we use it to our advantage, we 100% can make amazing things happen.
yeah,
Like I'm even looking at social media at the moment in Cape Town, South Africa. It's booming. Every single person that was small creators are now huge creators working with massive brands. And I looked at it the other day and I was like, majority of these content creators in South Africa and Cape Town are colored people.
yeah,
Majority of them.
yeah,
There's a small number of white creators and a small number of black creators, but the majority is the colored. And then I was like, we finally found our place
yeah,
because our people are so creative using these tools that were a disadvantage to our
yeah,
advantage, where our voice is being heard through
yeah,
content creation. And I think it's so beautiful to
yeah, for
see
sure.
actually. But I was saying to myself that I'm the sergeant and I can constantly, when I decided that I can turn this the other way and I can be the sergeant in the gym. In the gym, I can be the sergeant where I can push myself and say that you can
Yeah,
do it. There's more in you. You can achieve
yes.
blah, blah, blah. And I've used that to push myself so much more in the gym and in my work that the other aspects of my life, I'm like, I
I
want to
don't
chill.
have to.
I don't have
Yeah,
to. If I don't want to do this thing, I'm not going to do this thing. If I don't want to go out, I'm not going to go out.
yeah,
It's the rest of my life is quiet, but the areas that
yeah.
need the drive and the focus and the hustle, it has that 100%.
So
And I just
redirect that
haven't looked at
energy.
that.
Yeah,
Yes. So,
yes.
yeah.
That's so beautiful.
Thanks, man. I just I think it's so important to ask yourself these like types of questions, because life is so busy for all of us all the time that we don't
Yeah.
have the time to sit down and ask each other these questions. Like, for example, what is something that you are proud of yourself for now that you don't say loud enough or often enough to yourself, do you
I
think?
don't know. I haven't really thought about this actually. Something that I'm proud of right now. I mean, I could say that I'm proud of the fact that I'm doing like a whole marketing certification in German
That's
completely.
amazing.
Um, it's very stressful, but yeah.
I can imagine.
And something that I'm really proud of is like the relaunch of my business and restarting Zfit because to be honest with you, it's been harder than I thought coming back.
Mm,
Not because I don't know what to do, but because I'm doubting everything. It's a year that I'm back, but like I'm only now starting to find myself and starting to feel like, okay, I can start taking up space in
mm,
this industry again.
mm,
For some reason, it felt like it was my first time in fitness. And I was like feeling the waters and stuff,
mm,
feeling like I didn't have authority to speak on a topic. I was like suffering so much with imposter syndrome that I just didn't feel like posting even my fitness videos. You can go check my Instagram out. I'm barely posting training videos or even talking about fitness and stuff like that.
mm.
Maybe to my stories, yes, because they go away fast. But like to my actual feed, I've barely been posting because I just haven't been feeling like a figure of authority
Mm.
in my industry at the moment, which is crazy because it
I also
is.
think it's valid because the fitness industry has changed so much over the years. It's so fast evolving, that the way you approached it even 2 years back, you come back, you lost because you're like, whoa, what is this?
Yeah,
Because the market is growing
yeah,
so fast in fitness that you constantly having to change everything all the time.
Yeah.
So I don't blame you for feeling like that, to be honest.
And it's not like your factual opinion matters anymore. Now everything has to matter. Your looks have to matter. Your body has to match with that. Your uh, transitions in your videos have to be on point. It's everything now. You can't just have some factual information and put that out there and be like, boom, that's enough. Um,
Because it's
yeah.
all about the visual and the look,
Yes.
and
And it's all
it's
about
so
showing you my
easy.
glutes from the back and
Yes. I literally said, I was like, I've said to everybody, I'm like, if I ever become this girl to do the like lat pull down, but I'm bending in front of the camera to put my
yes.
weights in the thing, or
Yes.
there's obviously a certain level. Like if you have a booty, you can't hide the booty; it's there. But there's a certain like level of the angle is at the
Provocation.
bottom.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Provocateur.
I'm like, if there's nobody else in the gym, then I will remove my t-shirt. If there's people in the gym, I won't remove my t-shirt. Sometimes in my reels, I will have my t-shirt on the whole video. Then at the end, I'm only like when I'm in the bathroom. I'm like, now I will take my picture. I think that it's like it's changing in that way as well. So like, yeah, it's
Crazy.
nuts.
And I know that you have so much going on, so I can't wait for you to tell me, is there anything that you've been proud of?
There's so there is a lot, but there's also like not a lot. I've revived my YouTube channel, which I'm very happy, like so happy about. Also, I have no idea what the plan is, and I think that as somebody who thrives off like structure and a plan, reviving my YouTube channel with no plan is like, whoa, now what do I
Yeah.
do? And the reason why I did this with no plan is because I did not want it to be something that was like pressure. I didn't want pressure. I didn't
Yes.
want to say, this is what I'm going to put out there or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I have to show up a certain
Mm.
way. And I didn't want it to be like that. But now I'm like, I'm so lost. But I'm proud of myself because I'm just like, I will wake up on a morning and be like, I'm taking out my camera and I'm just filming. I'm just filming and I'm just putting it together, and then that's it. Like whatever I feel like
That's
doing,
so
that's what I'm
nice. Oh
gonna
my
do.
word. I need to get
Because
there. I need to get there.
it will, but
Oh,
honestly, like it takes a long, long time. Like I'm even like I was talking to somebody and she was saying to me that the edit on CapCut for a reel took her 4.5 hours to do for 1 minute 30 seconds. 4 hours she was editing. And I was thinking it takes me an hour and a half to put a reel together today. And I'm like 4.5 hours, an hour and a half. Then I thought a couple of when I just started, like how long did it take me to edit my video? Whole day. Like it took me the
yes.
whole day to edit. Not like didn't sit there obviously, but like in between clients and then like thingy and like, oh
Yeah.
no, this is
Yeah.
not right, whatever. And I even watch those videos now and I'm like, what the hell edit is this? I'm like, wow, I posted that. That's so embarrassing. But then I'm like, actually, no. Like, it's
That
the
is,
being
yeah. It's
consistent
the
that I can
process.
now edit
Yeah.
in an hour and a half. It's not a lot of
Yeah.
time, actually, because now that I'm editing YouTube and the pod as well,
Oh,
because
yes. You
Tanya
taken
basically
over.
handed it
Tana's
over
taken
to
over the
me.
pod, guys.
So he handed over the pod edit to me. So it's all these editing things, and I realize how quickly the time actually goes. So yeah, I
That's
think that
true.
that's something that I am proud of myself. I think in a whole, besides YouTube, I think I'm proud of myself, and something I don't say out loud a lot is for taking risk. I'm not scared to take a risk. I'm not scared to be cringe. I'm not scared to say what I want to say. I'm not scared to post a thing. I'm brave. And I think I don't say it out
Yeah.
loud enough. It's like
Yeah.
I'm proud of
Yeah.
myself for
No,
being
you
brave.
definitely are. You definitely are. And I've been taking so much power and energy from you lately, like you won't believe. Uh, No, serious. Oh, want to tear up. No, seriously, because I was like, nah, Zoe, you can't be wanting to be part of the social media game but not playing the game. Like,
Yeah,
it doesn't work. Like, you can't win
yeah,
at Monopoly if you're not passing begin, you
yeah.
know? And that's why I posted that video also the other day of me just now actually talking about the things that are frustrating me, and the amount of people that messaged me to say, oh my word, I have been experiencing the same thing. This happened to my husband, someone said to me.
Wow.
Another person said to me, this happened to me on Monday. She went to the doctor and she was turned away 4 times. Yes, sorry guys, just backstory quickly. I need to go further back. I've been trying to get a dermatology appointment in Germany. And if you live here or if you're German and you know, on the public health system, it's not the greatest. And so on Monday, I got an appointment, and I'm like, yes, I'm finally going to go see a dermatologist because, like I've spoken about before, I have this melatonin scarring that I got after my pregnancy with my
Mm.
daughter. And I also have acne scarring because I am a picker. And so I want to go see the dermatologist to get all of that sorted and find like a way of how I can do this. But my appointment then got cancelled because I selected that I was on the public health system, but I'm a cash payer, which meant that I wanted to pay on cash in
Cash in hand.
person.
Yeah.
And then I got an email with my appointment being declined, and I just lost it because
That's
it's been
crazy
so
though.
long. Yes, because they prefer to have private clients
Mm.
paying or coming in because they can make more money than from a public person because of how the system works. So you as a person on the public system, and if you needing to go and see a specialized doctor, you always get pushed to the back of the queue or seen if they can see you type of thing. So it's hella frustrating. And as someone that does not know this, because it's not like this in South Africa, if I have the cash to come and pay for my appointment, then I have the cash to pay for the appointment.
Yeah.
That's just,
Even if you're gonna
and
sit a couple of hours, at the clinic or whatever,
whatever.
you will be
So,
seen.
it's just, it's bad, man. And then I had a whole breakdown about it online. And so many people could relate. So many Germans messaged me. It wasn't like it's just a problem also that's affecting the foreigners. It's affecting
Yeah.
the German people as well. But I think a lot of people don't speak about it because I don't
They're
know.
scared.
I don't
It's
know.
the
And
it's the fear.
I asked Andy, like, what can we do? How can we change the law? He's like, you can't. I was like, what do you mean you can't change the law? There's a law from 1970 that says there's only a certain amount of doctors permitted for X amount of population. But since 1970, the population has grown, but this
100%.
quota of doctors has not grown with the population. So in order for you to start your practice, you have to wait for me to be done with being a doctor and sell my practice, and then I sell my practice to the highest bidder. Who
Wow.
yes, and then that's how you get your doctor's practice.
That makes
It's
absolutely no sense.
So I'm like, let's try to change this law from 1970. And everybody's like, it's impossible, can't do it. So that's where we are at right
I
now.
am shocked. I am actually shocked. That is crazy. I'm
It
sorry that this
is.
is what you're having to go through right now. Like, it's not easy, I can imagine. But also, like, it's a bit comforting in a way to know that there are so many people. Like, if
Yeah.
this were to become a thing, there are people that would possibly support it,
Yes.
because
Yeah.
you're not the only, like, you're not coming from this perspective, it's from
Yeah.
both perspectives, actually.
Yeah, and that's why when someone was like saying, why are you posting stuff like that to your social media feed? I was
Mm,
like, this is affecting a lot of
a
people. What
lot
do
of
you
people.
mean? It's not like something that's just affecting me and I'm just
Yeah.
trying to be a victim or
Mm,
complaining or whatever. Like a
yeah.
lot of people are experiencing this problem, so it's something that the government actually should address.
Yes, for sure. But this is the
Anyway,
thing also, like a lot of the time, people don't say things like they say like things in silence, they talk to their friends, and the
yes.
conversation just stays among the friends because now we're
Yes,
all complaining about the same thing. And then they
yes,
kind of feel like they can't do anything. And then there are those people that say, you can't. Why would you do this? Like you don't have the right, you can't,
yes.
whatever. And this is how things never get resolved because there's
And
always
my
a
brain doesn't work
people.
like that,
Yes, because if it's
because
broken, fix it. If it's broken, fix
exactly.
it.
So,
Like,
and I'm not trying to fix it for myself, I'm trying to fix it for everybody. So I'm
exactly.
like, ChatGPT, how do we change laws in Germany?
Oh my gosh, just be careful. Please be safe out there. Okay,
Oh,
what is something that you, wait, how can I say? If you could remind yourself of one thing right now, what would it be? Anything.
that everything is temporary.
Wow, wow.
Everything is temporary. Every
That is
pain that you're
deep.
gonna feel, every trouble that you're gonna go through, even happiness is temporary,
It
even the good things. So take in every piece of information that you can about a situation, feel it, process it, and move on. You know, don't
Yeah.
get too high, don't get too low.
Sorry, I'm laughing because
There's so much depth to that I'm not going into.
it was a serious moment. Okay, sorry, that moment was
I
really serious.
know.
But we ruined it. Oh my gosh.
That was some
Woo.
nonsense life lesson that I just gave you
It,
guys.
no, it
No,
wasn't.
but
It
it was
wasn't. It was so.
no,
It was so
exactly.
deep.
I was very serious. I was
It
very
is,
serious,
but
but
it
it
makes
was
sense.
just so
There's depth
without
to it.
context, but I hope that it had context.
It landed. I'm sure it did. Sometimes, sometimes you read, you can get a lot of information from one quote, more than you could reading an entire book sometimes, because
Yeah.
that one line can resonate with you in a million different ways, and you can read a book and take absolutely nothing from it. So I
Yeah.
think that what you said had a lot of depth and it landed with the people. Hopefully, let us know in the comments if it landed. We really hope it did. Oh my God. I think if I could remind myself about one thing right now, it would be to be brave. Just to be brave. If I could actually remind you of one thing, it would be to just be brave. Because and it ties in with what Zoe says, because everything is temporary. If you're gonna want to start content creation and you're scared that you're gonna be cringe, your cringe worthy
Yeah.
post is gonna be temporary.
Yeah.
You're gonna get to a point where you're gonna outgrow the cringe and you're gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
If like anything, you're gonna outgrow anything. We all need to learn. Not all of us are amazing at everything from the get-go.
Yeah.
Some people are and like amazing for you, but that's not realistic in life. All of us need to start from scratch or from somewhere. And even that season of starting is temporary. So
Yeah.
back to what Zoe said again. So just be brave if there's anything that you want to do, anything that you dream of. You don't want to look back at your life in 5 years' time, because time goes like that. 5 years' time, you look back and you go, damn, I didn't do that thing that I wrote down in 2026. I didn't do that
Yeah.
thing. And now I'm like 4 years older, and
Yeah.
and and so
Yeah.
just be brave.
I actually have one thing that I want to ask you. You don't have to answer it if you don't want to.
What?
So,
Why am I
Andy's
nervous?
favorite song at the moment is Where the hell is my husband? I've been waiting for so long to find me. And since we know from our other catch ups that
Hmm.
you are on Hinge, you are
Oh my gosh.
on you were on search. And then you were also at the point where you thought you have given up the search. And I would like to know, how's the search going?
So I'm going to answer this question in very indirectly. I'm not going to directly answer this question, okay? But I will
Okay.
say is that I'm not searching. I
Okay.
when I stopped the search, I stopped the search. I was like, I'm not gonna. This man needs to come knocking on my door because this girl don't go out as often as she should, as often as a single person does. She does not. So I'm not actively searching.
No, it's a real question because I was watching Ray actually
Hmm.
on, she was on some morning talk show or something like that. And they were asking her, sorry, like, where did the song come about? Like, how did it come about? Whatever. And she was like, she's just tired now because she's thinking to herself, I'm successful. I've done this, I've done that. I feel I'm ready, but where's my husband?
Yes.
And then the fact that so many women feel like this,
Yeah.
so many women feel that they are successful, they are intelligent, they are smart, beautiful, they take care of their bodies, all of these things that you're supposed to do as a
Mm.
woman, and they can't find husbands. And then the men on the other side, they're like, it's a male loneliness epidemic. It's a male
I don't get
loneliness
it.
epidemic. Shut up. Make my point and say that the reason is that the women have outgrown the men.
Mm.
Emotionally, physically intelligent, with the emotional intelligence, and now we are needing the men to step up
Mm.
because we are needing like a guy
Man.
that can govern a independent strong woman without controlling her. But
Mm.
these men that are in the men loneliness pandemic, they don't want to man up because they
Mm.
think, oh, but we have money. Why can't we get the woman? We have money. But it was never about money to women. Yes, we like money and we like to be spoiled and we like things and we like to go out and etc. etc. But we like men with good character as well. Like,
Mm.
when did character not become important anymore?
100%. And that is exactly why when I moved here, I realized that, to be honest. Like, I'm not trying to man shame anybody, but when I moved here, that was the mentality in the dating culture was that um, I have money. Everybody here is successful. That's the reason
Yeah,
why they are here. That's the reason why there's no crime in this country because nobody needs to steal from anybody. Everyone's fine,
yeah.
you know. And I know that's a massive statement. There obviously are people that are struggling and all of the
But
above.
for the
But
majority
for
of the
all the
people,
people, yes,
hmm.
like the this was the mentality was I have money. So the amount of times that somebody just came up to stand next to me at the bar and put a drink in front of me and I refused the drink and they would be like, drink it. And I'm like, no, thank you. I don't want the drink because I know what comes with this drink. You buying me a drink. You think
Yes,
I'm worth a gin and tonic?
yes.
I'm worth two. Gosh, even 10 gin and tonics. No, my brother. Your drink is not going to get you anywhere. This is the mentality. I'm going to dangle things in front of you.
Yeah,
But then we have a conversation, and I'm like, wow, I'm speaking to my cousin's son, actually, is what's happening here, Because it's like, get your head out your ass, man. Like,
my cousin's son.
How old are you?
That's diabolical, Donna.
Because how old are you? That's the
Yeah,
middle of the conversation. Like the
yeah,
mindset. And you are so right in saying that the men don't want to step up, and that is the problem. That is
yeah,
the biggest problem. And sometimes also what I've learned in this journey is also that like a lot of the time also the men, for example, who are successful and who are emotionally intelligent and see women from the see the other side of the women, see the fact that women only want the glitz, they only want the
yeah,
glam, they only want the money, they only want this, and they don't want the man for who
yeah,
they are. So they
yeah.
we like missing each other out
Yes,
in a sense,
yes,
which is very sad. I think it's so
yeah.
sad.
But
It's
it's
so sad.
designed to be that way, man. It's
But it's also like at the same time, like
from
you don't want to
society.
settle, you know?
Yes, and you
Like you don't want to
shouldn't.
settle. Like I speak for myself now. Like I'm not saying that I want all of these things. I actually had a conversation with somebody, they said something about this exactly. Women just want the man for their money and whatever. And then I was like, I was at a table of people that I just met. So I was very quiet. You know me, when I'm at the table with new people, I'm very quiet. I observe. I don't speak much, whatever. But if you're gonna say some whack things, then I'm definitely gonna open my mouth. This guy says, yeah, this is the problem with the dating culture is that women just want men for their money. And I was like, okay, fair, but what about a successful woman? What if she has her own money and she also wants a man who has money? Does that make her
Yeah,
then fall under the same like
yeah.
bracket as the other
Umbrella.
women?
Yeah,
And he sat there and he was like, wow, I never actually thought of that. And I said, it's so sad that men put all women in the same category. If I am
yeah.
successful and I have my own, for me to want a man who has his own doesn't make me a gold digger because I don't
Yes,
need that man. But
yes.
I'm not for sure going to date a broke ass man.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Because
yeah.
that don't make sense to me. So
And I'm
you
not at
can't
that
say that
phase in my
men,
life anymore where we
exactly,
have to try to hustle together.
exactly. You can't
Yeah,
paint me with the same brush. And it's the same the other way around, is that sadly both parties exist, but a lot of the time the opposite sex doesn't see that. They just
yeah,
see this, and now all women are like this. It's the same like
yeah,
us. We see this part of the man, and now all men are like this. It's not the
yeah.
case. It's so sad.
Mm.
Pizza
Hopefully, it's not a
delivery.
burglar.
Love at first sight because that's the only man knocking on my door is the delivery man.
I told my mom she's waiting for a burglar. I said, are you waiting for a burglar? Because that's the only man
Okay.
coming into this house.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Okay, guys, that's it for today. We are so happy that you joined us for a little bit of catch up. And we hope to see you guys in the next episode where Donnay will be covering.
Social media. We're going to be talking about social media and the impact that it's having on a lot of lives and the fitness industry in today's life. So
And
it's
if
going
you're
to be
done
juicy.
with us, then
Mhm.
don't forget to subscribe and we'll see you next time.
And before we actually say goodbye, here's your reminder to always train with intention and live with strength. See you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.